Once again, welcome to the Introduction to Chat webinar. Co-working space is a multidimensional business. A lot of stakeholders, a lot of people come across it. Admin team, members, event attendees, even visitors, all kinds of stakeholders. And sometimes it's a challenge to contact them all. Traditional chatting apps are designed for a closed circle communication for people whose profiles you already have or know. With co-working space, it's always been a challenge, and therefore we embarked on this journey to solve the communication for co-working spaces and build a chatting and a next generation messaging experience designed specifically for co-working spaces straight into our product. Let's take a look at it together. Andcards chats are a very secure messaging platform. Of course, it allows you as an administrator to contact anyone in your application. You can easily go find a user in your app. For example, open a community, select any member, and start a chat right on their profile by pressing the chat button. Chatting is very simple. Just send a message and the customer will receive it. Of course, you can also receive messages. If you open this new chat page here, you can see the incoming messages. They are marked with this red dot. You can open them, you can respond, and help your user or customers in a very easy, interactive way right through your apps. Chatting through your apps is easy and secure. First of all, this feature is deeply integrated in your application. You don't need to download yet another chatting app or find this user in some other messaging platform. Simply find user here in the community, room booking, or just about anywhere around your app and start a chat. Another aspect of Andcards messaging is security. First of all, the data is encrypted between client and server. The server database is also encrypted to make sure that your data stays safe. Most importantly, the chats that you and your customers generate through this application belong to you. If you chat on Messenger or WhatsApp, the data belongs to Meta or Facebook. Telegram, any other third-party messaging tool means the data going out there. With Andcards chats, the data belongs to you. At any moment, you can request us to provide you a copy. If a new team member is leaving the team, administrator is leaving the team, and you have to onboard a new member, all the chatting history stays in your app. Owning your data is one of the important aspects of the modern business, software technology, and we hope that you enjoy it as a part of this new feature that we released. Now, chats and Andcards provide a series of unique opportunities and use cases for your application. Let's start with just some of them. First of all, of course, as I already mentioned, as an administrator, you can contact any user by finding them on the community page. You can find a user on the booking and start a chat from here by selecting the user and starting the chat. You can find a user in anywhere around your app. What's interesting is that your customers can also chat to you. On the information page, you can actually provide links to the community managers or anyone who is responsible for customer communication. It's very easy to do. First of all, go to community, select a company, and after opening any member profile, user profile, you land on this app-wide profile page. Copy the link to this page, go to information, and paste it here on the edit button. Tap edit in the top right and paste it right here. This unique profile link is a direct link to your customer, to your administrator's profile that allows anyone to initiate a conversation. Another potentially useful aspect is, of course, the external booking. Recently, we introduced a notification center that allows you as an administrator keep a track of what's going on in your co-working space. For example, if somebody booked a meeting room, you can get notified, click on their profile, and ask a question. Hey, do you need catering? One of interesting opportunities of our notification center is for you to be proactively notified about failed invoice payments. Imagine that one of your customers is struggling to pay for an invoice. You get a notification, then you open their profile and ask a question. Hey, can we help you? Is there any problem you're facing? Perhaps you would like an alternative payment method, for example. Another interesting opportunity for you is to contact visitors or event attendees. With events, it's really easy. People can navigate to the event page, find the host or any attendees, click on the host and ask a question. Hey, do I need to bring a mat, for example, to my yoga class, and so on. Or if it's a member, you can confirm whether they're coming. If it's a visitor, you all know that you receive a push notification when visitor checks in at the reception. Or if it's just a preliminary register visit right here, you can start the chat and say, hey, I'm coming. Or, for example, you can say, just send them an address where to go or any other useful information they need upon arrival. What's cool about our messaging and chat is that it plugs into this application's notification system that is already very robust and supports smart delivery. Smart delivery is a technology that we developed that delivers important information by push notification and detects whether a user can and can't receive a push notification. If a user cannot receive a push notification on their phone or a web app, then we forward that message to their email. So even visitors without an app can receive your message and open the app and respond. Of course, chats open up a whole new level of networking in your co-working space. Now, any member who wants to be contacted can showcase their profile in the community directory, post and stream or comment. Your members can easily discover their profiles and start a chat. It's so much easier to just send a quick message here on andcards rather than finding this user profile on Telegram or WhatsApp or anywhere else. With andcards chats, we released this first version. It's MVP, what we call it. It's secure, fast, very familiar because it looks kind of like the other chat app you're used to, and plugs deeply into these various scenarios of how you could use this chat with visitors, events, and many other aspects of the co-working business. At this time, we support simple text messaging back and forth, but we have plans to expand it and introduce the ability to share files or photos and many more interesting abilities going forward. It's important to mention that chats work across all of your apps. The web app with push notifications, the mobile apps for iOS and Android. The app seamlessly syncs your chats across all platforms, and the mobile app even works on iPad. Now, we received a lot of questions from you guys about how the chats work. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer some of the most frequently asked ones. Who can open the chat with administrators, member, or any non-member too? Now, as I demonstrated to you here, any app user, whether it is a member, non-member, event attendee, visitor, anyone can chat with an administrator. We highly recommend you to provide the links to administrator profiles on the info page so that your customers know who is responsible and can contact you very easily. The next question is, when someone types a message to the chat, how will they see it? Now, of course, if somebody sends a message to you, you will receive a push notification, something that works out of the box. Then, if you tap on it, it'll take you to the specific thread that you can use to chat with your customer. It's interesting that when you send a message, the application shows whether the message was seen by a counterparty. And we even built in a privacy feature that allows you to unsend a message that you've already sent. Of course, we are planning to introduce the editing feature soon as well. Next question is how to make chats for non-members too. Well, chats are available out of the box at the app level. As you can see, the button for chats appears on this main page right here. So it's already available for a non-member. If you need to reach out to a non-member, the best way to do that is in the context of activity. For example, if a non-member booked a meeting room, you can get a notification here on notifications and then go ahead and start a chat from here. Or if you find a booking made by a non-member here in the app, you can just go ahead and start a chat right here. The next question is, are all chats one-on-one, or there could be a group chat as well? Now, at coworking spaces, we recognize primarily two major ways of communication. One is mass communication, where you need to make an announcement to a group of all your customers. Stream is the best place for that. Here, you can make an announcement, ask a quick question, ask for feedback. People are able to respond in a very organized manner. Hosting system with commenting is best for more controlled communication, where you can also moderate it as a community manager. Now, for the first version of our chat experience, we went for one-on-one chats at first, and we are considering expanding this to group chat going forward in 2023. How are people notified when they get a message from chat, both on the web and mobile? Your progressive web application supports push notifications. So if user allowed to receive push notifications, they will receive every new message with push. The same applies to mobile apps for iOS and Android. The push notifications that people receive with chats are no different from any other push notifications, like reminders of their upcoming bookings or invoice payments. It's the same type of push notification as delivered to user devices. They can tap on it and respond to you quickly. Can I contact in chat someone who requested to join? Yes. If somebody requests to join your coworking space, that means they already created an account in your app. You can easily go to Request tab, click on the user, and ask them any kind of additional clarification questions that you have about their request. How to add the chat with administrators to the info page? As I already described to you, the first step is to copy the profile URL. You can find it if you navigate to companies and open the user from a company. This is the easiest way to find it. If you open the user from the company, you will land on this profile page that doesn't have all the location-specific information, like the membership plan and activity. Copy the URL to this page, and then go to the info page and use the rich text formatting here to mask it as a link. So here we go the link, and here we go Anastasia. I save it. I'll create a link that will lead me straight to the Anastasia page where I can start a chat. Simple. Next question. How can we contact a company or separate members of the company? The chats work with people, first of all. So if you need to chat to someone, open a company, select a user, and start a chat. At this time, you can't contact a whole company, but probably if we end up introducing group chats, that could work. That scenario could work as well. Finally, can chats replace the intercom integration? and how to use our chats instead of intercom. Intercom is a very powerful marketing automation tool. In addition to one-on-one chats, intercom also supports pop-ups, various conditional messaging. For example, if the user wasn't online a certain number of times, you can send them a message. So all this kind of automations in marketing. It's a very powerful, dedicated product. So it depends on your needs. If you need that kind of advanced marketing automation with pop-ups, you can continue using intercom just like you did before. Now, if you require something more lightweight, simple, and more deeply built into your product, you could consider using our built-in chatting function. It doesn't have all this advanced marketing automation tools, but it allows you to contact any user of your application. And you don't have to pay anything to use chats. The chat function is available free of charge to all of our customers. You can, if you don't need all that advanced functionality, you can save some cost there. Now, I hope this was useful to you. I can see that we do not have any additional questions. If you have any questions, please send them now to the Q&A or contact our support at support@andcards.com. I hope this webinar was useful to all of you, and I hope you're as excited about chats and all the future expansion to this part of our product going forward. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope to see you at our next webinar in December. Thank you.